Hey, what's up, folks? How's it going? This is Abhijit here, and welcome to Devops Challenge Hub. So today's interview question is: what are the key difference between Docker versus Kubernetes? So stay till the end, and after this discussion, I will have some interesting quiz for you at the end. Okay. So let's see what are the key difference between Docker and Kubernetes. So Docker is a platform to build, package, and run containers, and Kubernetes is an orchestration platform to manage and scale containerized applications. So it's an orchestration platform and it's a containerization platform. What is the purpose? Purpose of Docker is to run container efficiently, and purpose of Kubernetes is to manage, scale, and automate container deployment. Component type, it's a component type is containerization tool. Kubernetes orchestration tool. Docker runs single or multiple containers on a host, but Kubernetes can run containers on multiple host or cluster that we have seen in the previous interview question. Right? Then scaling, Docker, it's a mostly manual scaling, run containers manually, run more containers manually. Kubernetes, we can scale automatically, add or remove containers based on the demand. Based on CPU and memory, we can add or remove containers. Networking, Docker uses default bridge network, but Kubernetes has internal networking with DNS-based service discovery. So this is the new thing. Kubernetes DNS-based service discovery it has. Load balancing, it requires external tools. It doesn't have its inbuilt load balancing mechanism for Docker, but Kubernetes has built-in load balancing across container. Next one, fault tolerance. There is no built-in recovery container. There is no way you can container will be restarted automatically. So you have to manually restart it, but it has a built-in fault tolerance. It is automatically container restart, rescheduling, and self-healing. So this is the built-in feature. Storage support volume and bind amounts. Here it supports persistent volume and persistent volume claims. Deployment, manually start-stop container. Here YML configuration to define deployment services and pod. Deployment services pod we can define in YML file. State, container are stateless by default. Docker container are stateless, but Kubernetes both stateless and stateful applications supported using stateful sets. So what is stateless and what are the difference between stateless and stateful? Stateless means like when you are sending request to browser, it does not need to remember the previous request. So if that is the case, it's a stateless. For example, you are going to some wiki page or Wikipedia, right? So you browse, you are on this page, next time you are on another page. It doesn't need to remember what page you were there previously. But if you are going to Amazon, adding some item in the shopping cart, the request needs to remember previous request. What was added? So session details, all these things it has to remember. Right? So that's a stateful one. And most of the application demands this kind of stateful. And like if it is a stateless, it's easy to scale up because it doesn't need to remember the state. So, but that statefulness, Kubernetes has support. Docker does not have that kind of support. Monitoring using Docker stats, Kubernetes has advanced monitoring like Prometheus, Grafana, Kubernetes metrics. So when to use this Docker for development running single container application? Kubernetes is ideal for deploying, managing, scaling multi-container applications in production. So do we need both? Yes, we need both. Docker to build and package containers. So for building and packaging containers, we need Docker and Kubernetes to manage and orchestrate them at scale. Manage and orchestrate them at scale. So they are the difference, right? For container management, scaling, networking, load balancing, fault tolerance. You can go through, like rewind and go through this video once again if you missed out some points. Now let's go to the today's quiz. So by the way, I post quiz daily on my LinkedIn page, Devops Challenge Hub, and also WhatsApp channel. So you can follow those channels, LinkedIn page and WhatsApp channel. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel also. So how does Kubernetes improve fault tolerance compared to Docker? So Kubernetes requires manual container restart, automatically restart failed container, and reschedule them if node fails. So this is how it improves fault tolerance. Kubernetes automatically restart failed container and reschedule them if the node fails. What storage feature does Kubernetes offer that is not available in standalone Docker? We know that persistent storage using persistent volume and persistent volume claims, PVC. PV and PVC, these are like Kubernetes related feature. How does Kubernetes support stateful application better than Docker? So Kubernetes has used stateful sets to manage stateful application. Kubernetes uses stateful sets to manage stateful application. Docker doesn't have support for stateful application. It can support only stateless application. So that's it for today. Hope you like this video, and please like it, share it, and please follow my channel, WhatsApp channel, and also LinkedIn page. Participate in the quiz, or daily quiz. And thank you for watching this video.